loves, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and this is going to be a tutorial on this look that I'm wearing right here. Obviously I feel like I've done so many tutorials and I have more planned. I just really have been into tutorials lately. I hope you guys don't mind. I know you probably do. So today's tutorial is using the Yes Please palette by ColourPop. You probably can't even see the words on the front. It doesn't even say Yes Please, it says Cute AF, which I believe was the original name of this palette before they changed it to Yes Please. I don't know why. I don't know. I love this palette. This is my first time using it, so this is kind of just a first impressions, but so far I do really enjoy the colors in here, obviously because they're warm. Like, what else do I like? I swear this will be my last cut crease tutorial, maybe second to last cut crease tutorial. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do another one after this for a while, because I've been doing a lot of cut creases recently. I mean, I always do a lot of cut creases, but recently it's been a little out of hand, so I'm gonna try my best to just resist. But you guys know how I feel about a cut crease. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then please just keep on watching. I'm sorry, Milkshake is in like all of my videos. No, don't lick my lash. Don't lick my lash, girl. Okay, so diving right into the Yes Please palette, the first color I'm taking is the color Champs. It's just like a really light pink peach kind of color. So I'm just using this as my transition shade. I'm using a very fluffy brush just to put this all throughout the crease. I'm not really winging it out at the ends or anything like that. I'm just putting this in there so that these warmer, orangier shades have something to blend into. Then I'm taking a Sigma E25 brush and the color right next to Champs, which is called Big Cocktails, and I'm just focusing this more directly into the crease. And then now I'm starting to wing out a little bit at the ends, if you see right at the ends. I don't know if you see it, but I'm winging it out. Just because that's the shape that we're going for anyway, so why not start right now. We are going to build up a whole bunch of colors in the crease like we usually do for cut creases, just to make sure everything blends out really seamlessly, because that's like what you want. Then I'm going in with the darkest color in the palette. This is the color French Kiss. It's just a really dark brown. You can see on the eye that I'm working on right now, which is my right eye, but it's on your left hand side. I had already drawn a line. I used a different shade to kind of cut out the crease, but then I felt like it was kind of worthless, so I didn't even do it on the other eye. I just went over it with the darker French Kiss color. So I'm just using an angled brush. I think this one is by BH Cosmetics, and I'm just cutting out my crease, just mapping out exactly where I want that cut crease to be. And then I took a MAC 221 brush, which is similar to the Sigma E36 that you guys know that I love for cut creases, except my E36 was dirty, and this one is just a little bit more fluffy. It kind of has the same shape, but it's just a little bit more on the fluffy side. So I just took that with the same French Kiss color just to start blending upwards. You definitely want to make sure you're blending upwards and not blending underneath the cut crease, because then that's just like a big old waste of time. Then I also took the color GNO, and I just took that same Sigma E25 and just started blending a little bit further. Big shocker, we're going to be blending like a lot. And then with a MAC 242 brush, I took the color Full Zip, which is kind of the only light highlighty kind of shade in the palette, and just highlighted my brow bone. I don't always do this, but I feel like with cut creases it pretty much is always necessary, because I always end up taking my color way too high. So then I just took my Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. You guys already know what it is with this, because I've been posting so many damn cut crease tutorials. I'm sure you've seen this 47 trillion times. So I just take this with a brush. This one I think is also by BH Cosmetics, and I'm just carving out my crease just right underneath where we drew that cut crease. I say this all the time, you can only do this and skip all the intense cut crease steps. A lot of people do that. I don't really like the way that comes out on my eye. I feel like it never looks right on me, so I don't do that, but you know, to each its own. Then I took the yellow shade in the palette, which is called Mischief, and it's actually surprisingly pigmented. I was really shocked, because yellow is a really difficult shade to pull off, and for such an inexpensive palette I didn't think it was gonna be like all of that, and it was definitely all of that. So I'm just applying this all over my lid, right up to the cut crease, and also on that winged edge part right there. That's the part I'm talking about. Then with my favorite glitter liner, this is the NYX Liquid Crystal Liner in Crystal, I feel like it's Crystal Gold. It's going to be linked down below, but I'm going to go ahead and say Crystal Gold. I love these NYX liners. I don't know how many times I've spoken about them on my channel. I use them in like so many tutorials. I had seen a lot of people do this like glitter cut crease thing, and I hadn't done a tutorial with that on my channel yet, so that's why I decided that that's what I wanted to do for today's tutorial. Also, I did a glitter cut crease look, I think in a favorites video, and you guys did request a tutorial on it, so that's what I'm doing for you today. Then of course I'm just, you know, wing linering as you would. I pretty much always skip this because I have a wing liner tutorial always linked in the description box, so definitely check down there if you want like a full in-depth video on that. And then once I finish my wing, I just move on to concealer. I use the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the color Biscuit, and tell me if I'm the only one who gets driven crazy by this, but I feel like this concealer, like no product comes out on the wand. Like I've gotten so many of these concealers and every single time I feel the same way, so I don't know, and that really discourages me from using it because it's just like such a pain in the butt to keep dipping in. I don't know, tell me if I'm the only one, let me know, but that's my issue for the day. Then I went in with my Too Faced Born This Way powder. I told you guys I was looking for a new setting powder, and this one was new, so I figured I'd try it, and so far I do like it. This is my first time using it, so I'm going to have to play around with it some more, but so far so good. For my eyeliner, I used the Jolie Eye Pencil by NYX in the color Brown, just because I didn't want to do black for this. I just really wanted to keep it warm and brown and warm. So that's exactly what I did. Then I took an E15 brush. It's just a flat definer brush by Sigma, and I took the color French Kiss again and just ran this underneath that brown eye pencil just to smudge it out a little bit more, just to make it a little bit more smoky, yada yada blah. Then with a pencil brush, this one is the Sigma E30, I'm using the color GNO and just smudging that out further. I really wanted to make sure that that warmth that was in the crease was kind of brought down to the lower lash line. So that's exactly what I did. And then for my inner corner, I used Everglow highlighter by Nikkie Tutorials and Ofra. I only took that lightest shade. I didn't mix it with anything. Nothing like that. I only took the lightest shade. And I believe the brush I was using is by Real Techniques, and just popped that right on the inner corner. It's super duper bright. I'm pretty sure I already mentioned this actually in a favorites video. So you guys already know that I love it, but I love it. So then I'm going in, like I didn't just say I love it. Then I'm going in with some mascara, you know, L'Oreal Voluminous, blah, blah. I definitely want to try the Lash Paradise just because I see so many people talking about it. Not that I really care about mascara, but just because so many people are talking about it, I feel like I have to try it out. And then I just went in with my lashes. These are by Iikonn, and this is the style Drunk in Love. They're not too crazy, which is exactly what I wanted. I didn't want the lashes to cover up the entire look because like we just worked mad hard on it, but they definitely went with this look very well. So then I just moved on to contouring. I'm using the NYX contour and highlight palette, and I'm using the Makeup Geek chiseled, no just kidding, the Makeup Geek, I do that every single time, rounded blush brush, and I pretty much only use this one shade in the NYX palette just because I find it so perfect for my skin tone. So you can see like I dug in there. And then I just use that, of course, to contour my cheekbones, contour my cheeks, my cheekbones, my cheeks, and then contour my nose. And for bronzer, I'm using the Marc Jacobs Tantric. I think they have a Tantastic one, which is why I'm like stuttering, but it's definitely Tantric. And I think this is the E3 brush by Morphe. Mine's a little dragged up, I'm going to be honest with you, but it still works, so I'm just bronzing the skin with that. And then for my blush, I use Spring Sheen by MAC. It's a little bit more frosty than I thought it was going to be. So I don't know if you can tell on camera, but in person I could definitely see like a sheen on my cheeks, which I usually don't go for, but for this look I thought it looked really nice because I just thought it looked really nice. And especially with the fact that we're in summer, I was about it. So for my highlight, I'm using the A23 brush by Anastasia Beverly Hills and Summer Snow Cone by Jeffree Star. And at first I was a little iffy about this color because it's like so yellow, but it doesn't show up that yellow on the skin, and it actually looks really good with this look. So I was definitely about it, and it's so intense, just like all the Skin Frost are. You guys know those are my favorite highlighters of all time, I think. Yeah, definitely of all time. So of course, just put that on your cheekbones, down the bridge of the nose, on my Cupid's bow, yada yada blah. And now for my lip pencil, I'm using every time then, Bure. I want to just say Biure, I don't know. This lip pencil by MAC, you saw the name on the screen. I love this lip pencil. It's been such a long time since I used it. I used to use this for like every single lip color. So I just went back to it and totally remember why I love it so much. It's just like the perfect everyday shade. And then I went in with Aquarius 2 Ultra Matte Lip by ColourPop and Kathleen Lights. And this color is a little bit lighter than I expected it to be, so I did go back in with the lip pencil just to define my lips a little bit more. But once I did that, then this look is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did like it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. That will be linked down below, as well as everything else that I used on my face today, and links to some of my previous videos. Just bear with me for the summertime. I know I've been doing a lot of voiceovers, but it's just because it's so hot, and if I sit without my AC, I'll probably die. But anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Hi friends, welcome back. So today I'm bringing you guys another video, and finally this is going to be my updated makeup collection video. I